Welcome to today's video, and in this series of Know Your Plugins, today we're talking about Digi Compressor, more of like a digital compressor. And so happy as we hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all for the love and for the sharing. Don't forget to keep on sharing, keep on liking, and keep on subscribing so that we can reach new heights. With that being said, let's jump into it. Now, in my previous video of the FBK compressor, I explained what a compressor is. Now, if you missed that video, I will just do a recap right now. As I said, a compressor is used to control dynamics, and controlling dynamics means uh, making louder sounds in a signal uh, come down and making quiet sounds come up, making everything sound in a more professional way or in a uniform way. Now we will be looking at the Digicom today. So the Digicom and the FBK have no much uh, difference. Now the first thing we'll be looking at in the Digicom will be the threshold as well. I'm looking at the threshold. Now, the threshold is what determines uh, at which point will the compressor start reducing, which means when will the gain reduction be applied. So, what this means is that when will the sound of the higher volume, how low will they come? Yeah, that's what the threshold is looking at. Now, moving this threshold to the right, you have more compression. And moving the threshold to the left, you have less compression. Actually, for us, we like more compression because for me, it sounds more professional. Next is the ratio, which determines the intensity of the gain reduction. How much of the gain reduction? Now, that depends on you on what you like, but the basic thing to know is that moving this to the right means more intensified compression, and moving this to the left is lesser compression. Now, how without sound on a signal or how without feel on a signal will vary for true. Some vocals need higher ratio, some need lower ratio, some acoustic guitars need higher ratio, some need lower ratio. So it's best use your ears to find out what's gonna sound better. Next is the release and the attack. So same as the FBK compressor, have release and attack. And if you have not watched the FBK compressor video, you should do well to say that in the comment section, and I will send you the link to that video. Now, the attack sets how fast the compressor begins to act on a signal, and the release sets how slow or how fast the compressor leaves the signal. So, what the attack is doing is this signal is being compressed over time. If the attack is very fast, that means the compression keeps happening as quick as possible. But when we have a signal and the attack is slow, most of the time we have an attack that works like this. That means some places are actually being compressed by some areas and not being compressed. So you don't have that punch, but you have that smooth sound. Now the release is doing actually the same thing. Now if you're playing a drum or you're listening to a compressor on a drum set or a drum beat, now if this is the sound, now whenever we have a slow release, we have this sound like hmm. So that kind of sound, and you won't feel the joy of it. But when the release becomes fast, you can have the attack arming and the release acts fast to release it and bring back the attack. And we have that fast moving attack release stuff. So it's something you should practice with, attack release a lot when you're using compressors. And if you don't want to play ahead with the attack release stuff, there are some other compressors that doesn't have that parameters but can be used as well if you don't want other stress and stuff. Now, the one special thing about the Digicom that I don't see in other compressors in Bandlab is having a knee, and the knee adjusts the spread of which decompressor we achieve maximum gain reduction. So what the knee is doing is if a signal is this is a signal. Now the at what's now if the knee is compressing more decibels, the compressor may be affecting a lot of sound. But if the knee is moved to the left and is compressing lesser amount of decibels, the compressor will end up working not that much. So it depends on what you want the compressor to do. Now, here's a key fact: a com- Digicom that have a very high knee can make the uh, high end sounds come out from the signal. Meanwhile, a lower knee can make the mid range sound come out from a signal. Whatever you do with that information is up to you. So I think I've done enough on this compressor. If you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want any person that could help you mix your music or you want to learn everything about BandLab, you can use my phone number in the description of this video to reach out to me. Till we meet next time, peace. Baby, come wine for me, see, don't give me that. Jump up on my body like animal. Wine for me, see, no carnival. I'm gonna touch you now like me now. One touch, feeling like 1 million. People that they watching like a cinema. Wine for me, see, no carnival. Make sure you do know other person like this.